Well, hello everyone. It is New Consultant Training Call, and we are trying something a little different this time. We're doing a Zoom meeting. So this is my first experience with this. I'm doing it primarily because I have a number of visuals to show you all. So hopefully you are going to get this. Hopefully it's going to be recorded, and looking forward to seeing more and more of your faces on this virtual meeting that we're going to be doing. We'll have lots of occasions to use this new technology. So our topic tonight for New Consultant Training is on weekly plan sheets. It's on money management. It's on time management. And I'm also going to give you a few little organizational tips as well. So let's just jump right in there and start with time, because if we can't manage our time, we're going to really be floundering a good bit to make this business work. So the very first thing I want to share with you is a weekly plan sheet. Now, I will be perfectly honest and say that I do not use it as a week, but I do plan my month. Sometimes I plan 2 months at a time. And here's basically how I do it. I prefer a month at a glance calendar versus a week at a glance. Okay, so there's my date book. All right, you'll also notice that it's not the Mary Kay date book, and there is absolutely nothing wrong. Whoops, sorry, I dropped something. Nothing wrong with a Mary Kay date book. It's everything right with it. It's just for me, I need something bigger to write on. So these squares are a little bit bigger, and what I basically will do is I will put, like Stephen Covey teaches you, I'll just show you half of it. I put in the big rocks first. So for the entire month, if I were to hold this up in its entirety, you would see times when I'm committed to doing certain things, and then there are times that just begin to jump off the page where I can begin to fold in opportunities to schedule new clients, or schedule a party, or schedule a facial. And so when I'm actually talking with the woman on the phone, I'm simply looking at my date book and I'm saying, you know what? I have an event on the 4th and an event on the 6th. Which would you prefer to come to? One's on a Thursday evening, one is on a Saturday morning. Which is better for you? Okay. And that way I am controlling my schedule. My schedule is not controlling me. So you'll hear a lot of times we refer to a weekly plan sheet. This is what we're talking about. Now, if you really wanted to get down in the weeds, and you've got kids and you've got a busy family life, and you want to put all those pieces on a piece of paper, then by all means do it at a month at a glance. But then take your weekly plan sheet and write in every single thing you have, and color code every single person, so that when you put that thing on the refrigerator, your kids are going to know, oh, this is my time with mom, or mom is going to be at my soccer game, or mom's going to be at my ball game. And those things are important to teach them how to manage their time well, and also to teach them that they are a priority in your life. But you're also going to put your green time or your pink time in there so that they can see it, that mom is out holding appointments, so that they can begin to earn whatever it is you guys have set up as a family goal. Okay? So weekly plan sheet, important, important, important. Now, inside of the weekly plan sheet is something called the 6 most important things to do list. 6 most important things to do. You're thinking, Kathy, good gravy. We as women are having 66 most important things to do every single day, right? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to boil it down to categories, and we're going to boil it down to the 6 most important things in your business to do. And if you're doing it in categories, you may want to do family, personal, work, your Mary Kay business. Okay. Here's how that's going to look. I am a real big proponent of writing things down, because quite frankly, I am going to forget things if I don't write them down. So at the beginning of every month, I use a spiral notebook. Okay, the best time to get them is get like 12 or 15 of them when they're on sale for 15 cents at Walmart or Target, all right, at the beginning of the school year. So probably around July, they'll start going on sale. So stock up on those kind of things. You want to stock up on folders, stock up on all that stuff then, and then you've got a stash of them. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so every single month, I start with a fresh notebook, all right? In the beginning, I have a couple of pages that I will make sure that I dedicate to the entire month, and that becomes my brain dump. So I am sitting there talking about every single thing, and it's going to look random. It's not in any kind of particular order, but it's things that are just on my mind that I need to do for the entire month. Okay, so I allocate a couple pages. Then I'll take the next section, and that breaks it down for the week, so that I take all those big rocks and I start, funneling it down to what is it that has to be done that week. And as you can see, there's far more things than 6 on there. All right. And as I go, I begin thinking of other things that I've forgotten about. Then I will take the next 6 pages are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, this thing becomes then my checklist. I don't know about you guys, but I am all up in a checklist. I feel like I'm getting so much more done when I can check it off. And 9 times out of 10, I'll take it right here. It was today. And I got most of it done, but a lot of times I'll highlight it so that my brain is trained to look at the highlighted pieces. Another thing that's important about this is I can, if I have an appointment scheduled or something comes up where I think, okay, I don't have to deal with that today, but I can deal with it on Friday. I'll move it over to Friday. I'll write it down, and then it's there, and I don't have to keep it in my brain. Okay. You can also always go back to the front brain dump or the weekly brain dump and make sure that you've got those pieces taken care of sometime during the week. Another thing that I do is I have the back section. You see here it says notes and ideas. It's just a sticky thing. And so I start writing ideas that come to my mind. I'm like, oh, that would be a fun thing to do in March, so that I begin to remember that. Another thing I'll do is I'll take this notebook to career conference, leadership seminar, all those kinds of things, and that will then become my note-taking pad. All right, so that when I next go to a meeting or when I go to my weekly meeting, I've got all of my notes right there as well. When I travel, I take my calendar and I take this and I take either my laptop or my iPad, and I'm good to go. Okay. So that's how I keep track of the 6 most important things to do. And quite frankly, there are more than 6 things on there, but you will begin to train your brain on how to prioritize all of that pretty darn quickly. Another thing that you can do that makes it a little simpler is you can take a piece of paper and you can draw it into quadrants like that. This is going to be leads or bookings. This one's going to then become coaching your hostess. This one's going to become customer service. And this one's going to become recruiting interviews. So if you think more in quadrants, you can take your spiral paper every day, draw it into quadrants, and divide your time frame up into those are the main categories that we're dealing with. Another really important sheet of paper is an income producing activities. I will post this on our unit Facebook page, and it's probably already on there. But basically, you're giving yourself little hash marks for doing things. Now this is going to be very eye-opening because you're going to see things that you do easily, do well, and you're going to have a lot of hash marks there. And then you're going to see gaps and you're going to go, why in the world am I not filling in new team members? Or why am I not doing interviews? Or why am I not doing parties? Or, how can I improve upon those areas? And so it will be telling in what you are doing and telling in what you're not doing. And if we need to have a conversation about why am I avoiding these areas, by all means, let's do that. Okay, so that is time management. Another thing I want to talk to you about is money management. Money management, once you start making money, every single penny has got to go into a separate checking account that's earmarked just for Mary Kay. And so now I want to show you a form that is very, very helpful. Let's share this screen. Alrighty. This form is very, very, very helpful. I'll also post this on our unit Facebook page. Think of your business every Friday, have Financial Friday. So week 1, you're going to put all of your total amount of sales, which will come from your sales tickets. I'm going to share with you how to organize those in a minute. But every bit of your weekly sales right there. Okay. Then we're going to go into sales tax. In Indiana, it's 7% sales tax. So you're going to put how much you've collected in sales tax. If you have your initial inventory on a loan or a credit card, then you're going to have 8% of your monies going into repaying that back. Your gross or your net profit then is 40%. Your product order, because you need to restock your shelves from everything you've just sold, is 50%. And then business expenses you can count as 2. And by that I mean miscellaneous, mascara wands, sales tickets, that kind of stuff. And you're not going to reorder Section 2 every time you order the product. All right. So if you work through this sheet every single week, and you have a Financial Friday every single week, and every single penny is going into your checkbook, but you're tracking it here, you're going to know how much profit you have. So if you're saving up for something really special, then you're going to know exactly how much profit you have and how much further you have to go toward that, okay? So at the end of the month, you can add up your totals and see exactly where you are. So consistency is the key. You want to make it a habit. You want to get it started off right from the beginning. You want to make a payment to your credit card every single month, even if you're using the Mary Kay Visa card, which is 0% for 12 months. You want to make a payment to that little puppy every single month. You want to place your wholesale product order every single month, and you want to write yourself a paycheck, either weekly or monthly. All right. So I will post this paper also on our unit Facebook page so that you can begin working through that. Now, another bit of organization to help you is we deal with just a couple pieces of paper in Mary Kay: sales tickets and profile cards. All right. There's the profile card. It's a naked profile card right now, but it's a profile card. All right. So we're going to write up the sales ticket for whatever it is she ordered, and there's her total. I ran her card, all that kind of stuff. Here's what I'm going to do with the sales ticket. I'm going to take the pink copy. I'm going to tear the pink copy off, and I am going to attach it to her profile card. The easiest thing under the sun is still paper, y'all. There are great organizational systems for keeping in mind customers and all that kind of stuff, but there are going to be times where you're not always going to take your laptop or your iPad with you. But you can very easily pull her card and see all of the things that she's ever purchased, right? So it's just a very simple paper tracking. Now, if you don't want to go to the trouble of stapling the actual pink copy to the profile card, that's cool, because sometimes they get a little fat. Then just take a junior legal pad and just write it on there and staple it so that you'll have a very quick record of what you're going to do with her. She says, oh yeah, I love that lipstick I just got. What lipstick is that? Okay, let's flip through here quickly. Oh yeah, it's Maple. Okay. Now, you'll also notice that this profile card is naked because the pink copies, the paper version, let me take that off. The paper version, I file in a birthday file. All right. So everybody who has a February birthday goes in a pile, and I then call them and I remind them that their birthday is in the month of February, and they are entitled to 20% off of whatever they want or need in the Mary Kay all month long. Now, that's just what I offer to my customers. You don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. But to me, it's a really great way of just getting in front of them again. Okay, so the pink copy is their birthday file. The white copy, I file alphabetically. Okay, this paper fits into a large index card box. In fact, you can get the A through Z tabs, and then you can just file these A through Z. Here's what happens when someone calls you and you're not near your computer, but you can grab your profile cards really quickly right in the box. And she says, oh my gosh, I need this and this and this and this. You've got a file of my foundation shade, right? You can go, yep, I sure do. I wrote it right there on your profile card. It's Ivory too. Another thing that you can do is you can make notes on the back of their profile card. Just make notes of maybe special events that she's got coming up. Maybe maybe she's pregnant, maybe her dog is a puppy now, or her daughter's getting married, or whatever, so that the next time you talk to her, you can refer to those things as well. So that's a really helpful system that I use that has not changed in 24 years that I've been in Mary Kay. This system works. All right. So to just review really quickly, our time management system is going to be our date book, month at a glance. It's going to be our 6 most important things to do list and our weekly plan sheet. You've got to plan your work, and then you've got to work your plan. All right. Another tracking system for activity inside of the time that you've given your business is your income producing activity sheet. There's a squillion of those out there, but I'll post the one that I use personally. Then we have money management. You're going to do your 60-40 split. So in a nutshell, you've got 50% going back into inventory of everything you've sold. You've got 40% profit. And then you've got 10% left over. And the 10% can be divided up into however you want it. But I recommend 8% going back into your loan or credit card payment, and then 2% for miscellaneous supplies. Now, if you feel like 40%, if you've got other costs that maybe you want to do things like go to career conference or save up for going to seminar, things like that, then part of that comes out of the 40%. Okay. So you might want to fine tune that one a little bit and divvy the 40% profit up a little bit more. Then we have record keeping. Record keeping is your sales ticket and your profile card. Simple. Lots of ways you can organize that, but I would highly recommend kicking it off now so that you've got a good system in place and you are actively using it. The other system is called a weekly accomplishment sheet, and that comes straight off of your sales tickets, and it is on Mary Kay in Touch. It's a digital thing. You can just fill it in, type in, my facial was this, and I interviewed her, or I didn't, or I sold this many basics, she was a party. It's very straightforward. And then when you hit submit, it comes directly to me, and that's what I pull the information off of to give you recognition for your ribbons and newsletter recognition and things like that. It's also an excellent system for you to be able to keep track of what your sales are for the month. So if next month you want to beat February, then you'll know exactly how much you sold and how much time you spent with it, what your profit was. It's a great tracking tool for you. So the weekly accomplishment sheet is an excellent habit to get into. I never felt like my skincare parties were ever finished until I had done the weekly summary for that time frame. And what's cool about the one on In Touch is you can keep it on a rolling basis. You can go in, do it, save it, and then go back in after your next party, save it again, so that it has a rolling total for you. Another quick little thing is I communicate in a variety of ways: email, text. We have our unit Facebook page, which is amazingly fun. I try to post something on there maybe once a day, so that's a great place to go. You can always call me live. Oh my goodness, what a concept. We can actually talk live, see us in person live. And there's another really fun app called Voxer, Voxer. It's a walkie-talkie app. It's a free app. You can download it, and you and I can communicate back and forth. To me, it's like texting when I'm driving. So I'm not texting, I'm talking. I'm just holding down the little Voxer app. If I had it open, I would show it to you. You hold down the little Voxer app, you talk, and then whoever you're sending that message to can hear it and respond back in a time frame that is doable for them. So those are just some systems we have in place. If you've got any questions whatsoever, I want you to please call me, text me, email me, Vox me, whatever, and reach out so that we can begin addressing all of these questions when they are questions versus when they are not. So for now, just enjoy getting your systems in place. It's just one more big rock in the jar that you can take care of so that you are free to run, you are free to have your parties, you're free to play with your guests, and your systems are running behind the scenes. So my national used to always say, you're like a duck gliding across the water, but paddling like crazy underneath. For now, have a great day.